Oh, we're back, baby. We're back. It's been a minute since I've been on the good old Shopify exchange or the exchange marketplace. It's one of my better performing videos over the past year of the 3 videos that I've uploaded over the past year. Regardless, I had a lot of fun going through the Shopify Exchange Marketplace, which if you don't know, is a place where Shopify store owners can go to buy and sell businesses, which in theory sounds great. It makes sense. There's tons of websites that do this already. So it makes sense that Shopify would have one for their own specific platform, right? But if you remember from the last video... This store has been dead for over a year. Year-over-year growth.
Do you see how it's going like this?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. So instead of this marketplace being a place where people can buy and sell legitimate, long-term, sustainable businesses where they can make very good investments with their money and simply scale up from there, turns out most of the listings that I saw were absolute scams. No websites were worth the amount of money that they were being sold for, and a lot of people got taken for a fool. And so after all that time, I wanted to come back and revisit this website and see if it's gotten any better or if it's gotten any worse. I know that the dropshipping space has only gotten worse and the whole e-commerce space has only gotten worse. So I'm like, does this carry over, or has Shopify actually started hopping on top of this stuff, vetting things better and actually putting good websites on there? So we're going to check it out, and I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because I went on their homepage and they changed it. So they've been changing things up. They didn't just leave it and let it sit. But it has the word ambition in there. And, you know, it still sounds kind of cringy, but that's beside the point. I've only gone in here and scrolled through to make sure, like, I know how to navigate the site. I actually haven't looked at any websites yet. So what we're going to do, like we did in the last video, is just go ahead and scroll through and pick some sites at random and evaluate them and see if they're actually worth what they're being sold for, or if this is just, once again, a total scam. So here we are on my good old laptop. We're going to go ahead and scroll down because we could browse all stores, but I want to see once again what they have actually chosen to highlight here. So businesses offering seller support after the sale. So I guess the business owners will just kind of like coach you through the site once you've bought it. And this seems like the ultimate noob net to capture them and be like, oh, don't worry, I'm going to teach you how to run it. And this site making $90 a month in profit and only $210 in revenue a month. What is that, like 2 sales? I got to click this immediately. Granted, it's only being sold for $800, but I think that's even a little high. So it just looks like some very generic streetwear type stuff on here. I saw the new streetwear trend that's taking place right now, pretty much on a worldwide level. I saw a really good dropshipping supplier with high quality product images and videos. So I decided to create the store in this niche and test it out. There are a lot of potential interests to target. To be honest, I have no rush on selling the store. However, I know someone will appreciate the worth it has and pay a good amount. Okay, so Andres G. So he founded this store 5 months ago. It's barely making money. It gets 8 sales a month. Okay, so about a sale every 4 days. And he wants to sell it. And most of that came in December, which I imagine... Wow. Okay, so it was all in December. I love these graphs. They're very telling. They don't tell everything, but they are very telling. And this tells me that this guy is smoking crack. In fact, I totally forgot. That was the game show that we were on last time, and I've had a lot of people requesting to bring that game show back. So welcome everybody to Are You Smoking Crack Revamped. Here we have our first contestant, Andres, and his site was running for 1 month. It had $1,000 in revenue. Good amount of traffic there too. Does not say how much money he spent in Facebook ads. I have run three dropshipping stores that have generated 50,000 plus euros, and one of them, which is still live, 150,000. You know, for some reason, I kind of doubt that looking at this. I don't know why you would go ahead and just sell this website. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt, okay? Let's just say that he is successful with those other stores. Selling the site because it's a total failure. Are you insane? Are you actually insane? Let's go ahead and peep it. Looks generic. looks, yeah, looks pretty garbage. There's no coherent brand here. Nothing. Yeah, that's a worthless store. This is maybe $100 as a turnkey because it proves that something sold, but overall just absolutely terrible. Great start. Absolutely great start. Now they do have this, the private listings, and I can't really vet those too much because, you know, they're private, but this just caught my eye right here. $10,000 average profit per month, and they're asking $10,000 for it. You know, I'm not a mathematics major. I'm an economics major, so I kind of get money and numbers and stuff like that. Wouldn't you just want to hold on to this site for one more month or a couple more months instead of selling it and just getting 1 month's worth of revenue back? Even the most garbage sites sell for at least some kind of multiple. So if you're selling a $10,000 a month profit site for $10,000, something's fishy. All right, so why this business started, I saw e-commerce as a great opportunity to make money. It is a rapidly growing industry along with online marketing that brings more and more revenue on year-to-year basis. Also, this business model doesn't require much starting capital. I mean, that's true. It also gives me flexibility of working from any place on earth and can be automated to high degree. Is it just me, or is this guy trying to kind of like sell the dream that all the gurus do? Is he trying to make this seem like an insane business venture so that people will buy it instead of just actually talking about the asset itself? It's almost like he's selling the dream of having a profitable dropshipping store without actually having a profitable dropshipping store. So he wanted to move on to pursue other business ventures, and he's looking for challenges. Okay, so why don't you have this website running and just making $10,000 consistently every month? That would fund basically any project that you're trying to do on a smaller scale. That makes no sense why you would sell it. But once again, let's give him the benefit of the doubt until we see the graph and I can understand why he did that. Looks to me like things were running pretty slow over here. $7,000 a month isn't that bad. Obviously, we can't see ad spend at all or even product costs, so we never truly know how much revenue or profit. It's all self-reported, so you gotta take this with a grain of salt. But apparently he found something insane because for about 4 months he was making some insane revenue off of this site. It started to drop immensely right here and then just went ahead and picked it back up, and now he's trying to sell it. One thing you gotta notice, he doesn't put his Facebook ad spend anywhere in here. Wouldn't that be important to know? Wouldn't that be the difference between a site making $50,000 profit per month and a site making negative $100,000 per month? He doesn't mention it at all in here. He says the brand has over 8 million ad impressions, which is not cheap to get, mind you. It says the average profit, but you know, that can be widely skewed with an average profit margin of only 15% too. I don't know if this is on the product level or the advertising level, but if it's on the product level, he only has 15% of his revenue to spend on advertising, which is not good. And even if that is with ad spend too, then he was only making maybe $30,000 over this whole period of time. But I don't have too much information about this website, so I can't really like knock on it too much. I'm kind of speculating right here, but something just seems massively off with this, and I wish it would show the URL so I could take a peek at it, but we don't always get what we want. So we're off to a great start. Let's keep going ahead and scrolling down. Some of Exchange's most high quality businesses. Oh, remember this? Remember when I looked at the handpick section last video and it was probably the worst section on the entire website? I remember, and I want to look at this again and see what's up. So immediately, Freaky Label. It's making under $100 per month, and it's making $80 per month profit. And they're trying to sell this website for $2,500. Maybe a great passion for sustainable lifestyle. I wanted to create a branded store from scratch. However, I already have other businesses that I'm running, and I simply don't have time to grow this brand. Seems to be a very common theme here. It's getting on average 4 sales per month. And it looks like all the revenue came over the course of 3 months, April, September, and October. Does not say ad spend at all. Does it say where the hell it's getting its traffic from? So they actually have Pinterest traffic, which is kind of interesting. It's not worth all that much because it's extremely volatile, but that's something. Yeah, they have a nice little email funnel. That's kind of interesting. Cost per add to cart is at $750. Spent $2,000. $2,600? That hold on.
The prophecy is true.
That's more money than was made in revenue, not even profit. No lie, this chick lost $2,000 on this website. Maybe $2,500 buying all the products for the product pictures and everything. That's why she's selling the site for $2,500. She's just trying to get back to zero. This is a website that's literally hemorrhaging money, but somehow Shopify allows it onto their website. The proof is right here. It's literally right here. I found that in maybe 3 minutes. Freaky label, you gotta be freaky dumb to buy this thing. Now this one, I actually read through a little bit, and this is kind of interesting. And this would be something that if you're looking to get into e-commerce, this might be a website that you would consider purchasing. So it's called Analog Watch Co. And it doesn't look like it's drop shipped. Reading through here, this guy actually made the products themselves. He's done trade shows, launched the products, done all this stuff. And now he's looking to kind of cash out at $180,000. And considering it makes $8,000 a month and its sales are... Okay, I didn't get this far. It's like a needle point. It's so high up and then so far down. But I get it. Those needles take place during Q4, so it makes sense why the sales spike right there. That would be fine if that was consistent. And we even saw some growth right here, up to $45,000 in revenue. And then over here, it went back down to kind of consistently where it was. And if it was like that, I'd be like, okay, it's consistently getting a lot of Q4 sales. This might be an interesting business to go after. But what happened here? That's not a good looking Q4. I mean, like, yeah, it's $9,000 or $10,000, $9,000 in revenue. That's nothing to scoff at, but compared to what he's trying to sell the site for, I might see why he's selling it. He may have lost his luster a little bit here, huh? Golly, that's like a fifth of the size. And the traffic is, it's definitely, once again, nothing to scoff at. It's pretty consistent, but definitely not $180,000 numbers. Anyway, one thing I noticed was that it says it's gotten like over 400 press hits, and it's like a recognized brand and everything. So I was like, okay, let me pop this into Ahrefs and see, how it's doing. I was actually pleasantly surprised. So it says organic traffic is about 3.7 thousand, which is nothing, once again, to scoff at. Ahrefs is typically undervaluing traffic too, especially direct. So they could be getting good amount more than that. We look at their top pages, and it's largely their homepage with a pretty good traffic value. And they rank number 1 for the keyword analog watch, which gets 11,000 searches a month. And that's pretty impressive. That would actually bring them a good amount of revenue. That's really good SEO for them. And I think that does hold some value. Now for 180,000, that's, I'm sorry, dude. And I feel bad because he's like, this is my life's work. He's been doing this for years. But it's not worth that. Here we go. Dropshipping stores to carve out your niche. This is what I want. This is what I want right here. Let's go ahead. First one, Dr. Allo. Wanted to grow a profitable dropshipping business. It's a great opportunity. Why do they always use that pyramid scheme talk? Oh, it's a great opportunity. There's plenty of room for growth. Oh, I could do this in my sleep. Large untapped email database, probably because it doesn't make money. Sales are actually not bad. Actually not bad. Pretty consistent, and that's surprising me. So he's saying he's making about $2,000 profit per month. Now, something doesn't really add up. He says the profit, he's making $8,800 per month in revenue. And like, he doesn't have months of just like zero. So it's been running consistently. So if he's making $8,876 a month, but as a profit margin of 14%, that just equates to $1,200 a month. Which I feel like this is the catchphrase of the show. That's nothing to scoff at, but it's a little bit sus, right? And he says this thing right here about like testing on revamping and running profitable ads, but you know, that kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And for selling this site for only $8,000, it's like, it's a pretty good deal, but I feel like he's not telling me everything here. I'm sorry, I got caught up in this this website. One thing, saying Dr. Allo and it not being a doctor, you know, kind of sketch. Of course, we got the posture corrector. That's basically like the wolf mug of 2019. $145 weighted blanket. I mean, if it's making sales, yeah, but this leaves a very, very bad taste in my mouth. Cool, brah. Okay. This might be interesting. To create the perfect store that curates trendy and cool products, and it slowly evolved to a toy store and also offering beauty products. You know, that is where I want to buy my concealer, right next to a He-Man doll. So that makes sense. Branding wise, it's seamless. I really wanted to turn this store to a fully branded toy store with other trendy products, but I'm enrolled in university and the schoolwork has eaten up a lot of my time. It has been really hard for me to work on both things at the same time, even though I'm making $3,000 a month and I could just leave it running for 2 months and make the same amount of money. Holy cow. That is, I would say, one of the worst revenue graphs that I have ever seen in my life. This thing's looking like Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome's hat. Look how high up it goes and look how far down it goes. I'm not knocking the dude right here. Really good for him for finding a trendy product that actually made him a lot of revenue over a couple months. That's awesome. But my dude, there is no way he only spent $1,000 a month on ads for that. No way. Also, profit margin 17%, average revenue that doesn't add up to that. That adds up to like 2,300 maybe. So, yeah, cool story, bruh. I'm sure it's still going well. Man, this looks like literally every dropshipping store I have ever seen in my life. There's nothing special about it, nothing unique, nothing that makes this site itself worth anything. It was all in that one trendy product that has clearly died and all in the ad sets that have clearly died. So this site is dead in the water. Yeah, terrible store, not even worth $6,000, even though it had all that revenue. Oh, okay, I take it back. This is for me. This is where I'm, this is where I'm supposed to be. A successful professional, obviously, making $5,000 to $10,000 in monthly revenue and become your own boss. Shopify, why do you do this? Why do you talk like that? I know why you talk like that, because you're selling the dream, not the business. Selling the dream, not the business. I gotta get that down. I know it. I know that. Dr. Allo, one we just looked at, that's for successful professionals only. So, very exclusive. Oh, let's check this out. Anytime I see hype, I know it's good. So Hype Shop USA, selling it for $42,000, all right? We wanted to create a business that made it easy to work remotely from any location, putting a major focus on automating as many daily tasks as possible to reduce the normal day-to-day work required. So immediately he doesn't even talk about the business. He's like, yeah, so I'm selling the dream for you right here, just $42,000, that's it. And then they say, oh, we have 2 other stores, so we don't have time to work on this one. That's why we're selling it. Wow. Yeah, we would like to sell Oh my God. This has like every bullet point of a terrible listing. It was only a side project. We want to focus on other things. It can easily make X amount of money, in this case, $7,000 to $10,000 a month. Then why isn't it? Potential is extremely high. Literally, they've covered all the bases. This is the ultimate dream selling product. Yeah, it involves running Facebook ads, which take as little as, all it takes is 5 minutes. That's crazy. I need to buy this right now. This is the ultimate dream of passive income. Oh, these guys actually address it right here. And they say our monthly revenue has been lowered because we stopped ads in the November, which, you know, they could be telling the truth. They could be absolutely just ditching this in favor of other businesses. Sure. But they also could have just not been getting any more sales, and they decided to stop selling it and sell the actual website itself, which for the type of products that are being sold right here, just like generic looking clothing items that are being drop shipped, I could see that. Okay, I got to get out of there. Let's go ahead and peep one more site, Covered Cars. Let's look at this. Covered Cars. I think they sell car covers. Right, trying to get $5,500 for coveredcars.com. I began this business because I needed a way to make extra money while I grew my main business, a 4-season farm. Wow, my farm sells microgreens and mushrooms to 60 different restaurants in Northwest Colorado. We're working on a food waste composting program that allows us to turn food waste into animal feed. Oh my God, that's kind of crazy. After a year and a half of splitting my efforts, I realized I'm not able to focus on either business as much as it needs, as they're both suffering because of it. I'm choosing to sell the e-commerce store. I would definitely sell that site making $500 over your mushroom empire. Oh, okay. So I may have given him a little bit too much of the benefit of the doubt. I think that what happened was ads stopped working. He stopped running them. He tried to get back into it. He realized, hey, this isn't going to work. And then he was like, okay, I need to sell it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Once again, he could be telling the truth, but signs kind of point towards the other way. You know what I mean? So that was a look at a couple of sites, right? I didn't get to dive too deep into it because that would be an absolutely massive video, and I'm trying to keep my videos under an hour long. But I'm going to be honest with you. That was better than last time I looked at it. I didn't see any blatant scams like that scuba mask store that I saw, where it was literally just not making money, or sites that have been dead for over a year. Nothing like that. So maybe Shopify has started getting on top of things, or at least they've gotten better at hand picking the websites, and they've actually developed some types of standards. So very, very good job. But the bad deals are still out there. Most of these that I saw were absolutely terrible deals that I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. This is still a way for people to unload their businesses that are not making any more money. It's still a way for people to kind of play into other people's emotions and sell their businesses that way. Overall, it's just an overarching kind of like scammy feel to this whole thing, and I'm not a big fan of it. Sure, there are legitimate business interactions that go on in here. Legitimate businesses are bought and sold all the time, but you got to dig through a lot of crap, and you're going to see that on any exchange website that isn't like professionally run, such as like Empire Flippers, for example. So yeah, that was a good look, right? Things have gotten not really better in the space, but better on this website. So Shopify Exchange, everybody, give it a round of applause. I don't think I'm ever coming back to this website. So hey, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this in the future, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and turn on post notifications. Also, check out those videos over there if you want to watch more of what I've made. And yeah, guys, I'll see you around. Peace out.